Stop.
Imagine this. You just finished a huge dinner on a Friday night. The food was amazing.
But then you look at the kitchen table. It is a total disaster zone. There are 20 dirty plates.
You look at your roommate. Your roommate looks away quickly. Nobody wants to clean up. It is a silent war. Hello, friends. Ready for your daily dose of effortless English? I'm Tina.
And I'm Leo, your daily disaster. I am definitely losing that silent war today. I have dirty plates from 3 days ago.
We all know that terrible feeling. Cooking a nice meal is very fun, but cleaning up afterwards is a total nightmare.
Absolutely. I love eating delicious food. I absolutely hate cleaning the kitchen afterwards. It ruins my night.
Today, we will learn 3 magic phrases to survive this war. Phrase 1, do the dishes.
Do the dishes. So I just wash the plates and the bowls with soap, right?
Exactly. It is the most basic daily chore. Phrase 2, your turn.
Your turn. This means it is time for the other person to do the hard work.
Spot on. It is a very useful phrase for sharing chores. Phrase 3, leave it in the sink.
Leave it in the sink. This means putting dirty plates in the water and running away fast.
Stick around until the end. Leo will share his funny kitchen disaster story.
Please don't remind me. I wanted to disappear completely. It was a terrible, watery nightmare.
I cannot wait to hear it. But first, let's look at some common communication mistakes in the kitchen.
Time for our awkward theater. Let's hear how I talk to my roommate after a big dinner.
Show us exactly what happened. I will be your very angry roommate today.
We just finished eating a big, greasy pizza. I wanted to run away to my warm bedroom.
Hey Leo, are you going to clean this huge mess tonight? I am not doing it again.
I smiled widely. I rubbed my full stomach. I said, I very like the pizza. Thank you.
Oh no, Leo, that just made it worse. Saying you very like it is a classic mistake.
How to say it? I wanted to be nice before I escaped to my room.
Wait, the phrase, how to say it, is wrong too. Ask, how do you say it?
Right. She pointed at the greasy plates and looked mad. I panicked and said, My English is poor. Goodbye.
You used your English as a bad excuse? That is a terrible strategy, Leo.
I ran to my room quickly. She was screaming loudly outside my bedroom door.
Sounds familiar? Don't worry, we've got the fix. We will teach you the right way to escape. All right, Leo, time to put it into action. Let's jump into some real-life scenes.
I am ready. No more running to my bedroom. I want to face the dirty plates like a man.
Our first scene is right after a big meal. You and your roommate are sitting there.
I hear the sound of the television from the living room. I really want to watch a funny movie.
You look at the table. You see a huge mountain of dirty bowls and greasy chopsticks. The red sauce is everywhere.
I look at my roommate. She looks down at her phone quickly. I say, Hey, I cooked a huge meal tonight. Now you do the dishes.
Stop right there. Notice how Leo used our first key phrase today.
I said, Now you do the dishes. Is that too aggressive for a friendly roommate?
It is a bit strong. You can make it softer and much more polite. Say, could you do the dishes tonight?
Got it. So I should say, Could you do the dishes tonight? That sounds much nicer and friendlier.
Yes, and if they say no, you can use our second key phrase to remind them.
I can point at them across the table. I can say, Hey, it is your turn.
Exactly. You remind them of the house rules. You washed all the plates last time.
So you mean I did it yesterday, so today's your turn. That makes perfect sense.
Spot on. That is a very fair argument in any shared house. Everyone must help. Wait, there is a hidden trap here. Most people fail this next situation. Let's see what happens when the roommate refuses to wash them immediately.
The next morning arrives. The kitchen smells terrible. I walk in slowly and carefully.
You hear flies buzzing around. The plates are covered in dried, hard food. It is absolutely disgusting.
I feel sick. I am very angry. I find my lazy roommate in the hallway. I shout at her loudly. I ask, "Why did you leave it in the sink again?"
Perfect use of the phrase. To leave it in the sink means to ignore the messy problem completely.
Oh, like, you just drop the dirty plates in the water and go to sleep immediately.
Exactly. It is the worst habit. The food gets hard and sticky. It makes the job much harder later.
I hate when people leave it in the sink. I refuse to clean her disgusting old plates.
Very true. So how do you solve this terrible, lazy roommate problem permanently?
We made a new rule. If you leave it in the sink, you buy coffee for a whole week.
That is a brilliant idea. A financial punishment works very well for lazy people. Hold on. The next phrase is a secret weapon native speakers use all the time. It is about negotiating before the mess even happens. Let's start scene 3.
I love negotiating. I always try to make smart deals about boring housework.
Let's imagine you are making a deal before the cooking process even starts.
I walk into the bright kitchen. I am holding fresh vegetables, chicken, and spicy sauce.
You look at your partner. You say, "I will cook a delicious dinner for us tonight."
But there is a firm condition. I say, "I cook, but you do the dishes. Deal?"
Yes. Setting the rule early is the absolute best strategy for a peaceful home.
Got it. So I make the deal before I chop any fresh onions.
And if they complain later, you remind them gently. You say, "We made a deal. It is your turn today."
This is great advice. No more silent wars at the dinner table for me ever again.
Speaking of kitchen disasters, remember the funny story I mentioned earlier?
Oh no, you mean my terrible kitchen accident? Do I really have to tell it?
Yes, you do. Tell our listeners how you completely destroyed your kitchen.
Fine. Last month, I had a party. I decided to leave it in the sink overnight.
That is a dangerous game. What exactly went wrong?
I turned on the water to soak the plates. Then I talked on the phone for 30 minutes.
30 minutes? With the tap running on full power?
Yes, the floor was a massive swimming pool. The dirty plates were literally floating away.
So leaving it in the sink literally destroyed your entire apartment.
Exactly. I spent 3 hours mopping the wet floor, and I learned my lesson.
Remember the awkward moment from the start? Watch Leo do it right this time.
I am back at the dinner table. My roommate is looking at her phone.
Hey Leo, are you going to clean this huge mess tonight?
I look at her calmly. I say, "I cooked, so it is your turn."
I sigh heavily. I say, "Can I just leave it in the sink tonight?"
Absolutely not. Please do the dishes now. Do not be lazy.
Fine, fine. I will wash them right now. You win this time. Much better, Leo. You sounded confident and polite. You avoided a war.
It feels great. My English is better, and my kitchen is completely clean today.
Perfect. Let's do a quick recap. I will say the phrase, you make a sentence. Phrase number 1 is, do the dishes.
I always listen to loud music when I do the dishes at home.
Good. Phrase number 2 is, your turn.
I bought the expensive coffee yesterday, so today is your turn to pay.
Excellent. Phrase number 3 is, leave it in the sink.
If you leave it in the sink, The kitchen will smell very bad tomorrow.
Great job, Leo. Now it is time for our wonderful listeners to practice their new skills. Drop your favorite phrase in the comments. We read every one.
Tell us about your worst kitchen disaster. We really want to hear your funny stories.
Next time, we'll crack another small talk myth. You won't want to miss it.
I promise I will not flood my apartment before the next episode begins.
We will definitely see about that, Leo. Finally, don't forget our slogan, your daily dose of effortless English. See you next time. Bye.
Bye, everyone. Keep your kitchens clean and dry.